What's the biggest promise your parents broke? Mine happened when I was 11. My dad promised to take me to the county fair that came through our small town every summer. This wasn't just any fair. It was the highlight of my year, with its flashing lights, cotton candy clouds, and rides that made your stomach drop. I promise, kiddo. Saturday morning, we're there when the gates open, Dad said, ruffling my hair. I spent the whole week planning which rides I'd hit first. The Scrambler, the Tilt-A-Whirl, definitely not the Ferris wheel. Too slow for my taste. I even saved my allowance for 3 weeks straight. Friday night, I laid out my favorite shirt, the red one with a skateboard on it, and my lucky sneakers. I could barely sleep, my mind racing with anticipation. Saturday morning, I woke up at 6 a.m., 2 hours before we needed to leave. I sat at the kitchen table, already dressed, watching the clock tick by. 8 o'clock came and went, then 9 o'clock, then 10 o'clock. Mom, where's Dad? I asked, trying to keep my voice steady. She gave me that look, the one adults give when they're about to deliver bad news but want to soften the blow. Your father got called into work, sweetie. Emergency situation. My heart sank. But he promised. I know, honey. He feels terrible. Maybe next weekend? But the fair would be gone by then. We both knew it. That night, I heard them arguing through the thin walls of our house. You couldn't take one day off? Mom's voice was sharp. What was I supposed to do? Tell my boss no? We need the money, Cynthia. You made a promise to your son, and I promised to keep a roof over his head too. I pulled my pillow over my ears, but it didn't help. The next morning, Dad tried to make it up to me with a new action figure. I pretended to be excited, but it felt hollow. What I wanted wasn't the toy. It was the memory we were supposed to make together. This became a pattern. Baseball games, school concerts, camping trips, all sacrificed at the altar of responsibility and providing for the family. When I was 15, we had tickets to a basketball game. My favorite team was playing, and Dad had splurged on good seats. Nothing's going to stop us this time, he insisted. I've already told work I'm unavailable. I just nodded, not wanting to get my hopes up. 2 hours before tip-off, his phone rang. I watched his face as he answered it, saw the familiar look of conflict, then resignation. I'm so sorry, bud, he said after hanging up. There's been a crisis at work and It's fine, I cut him off. I get it. No, it's not fine. Look, take the tickets and go with Ethan instead. I shook my head. What's the point? The hurt in his eyes was real, but so was mine. Years later, when I was packing for college, I found a shoebox under my bed filled with ticket stubs. All the events I'd ended up attending alone or with friends. Each one a small monument to disappointment. Dad stood in my doorway, watching me pack. I'm proud of you, he said softly. I nodded, not trusting myself to speak. I know I messed up a lot, he continued. I thought I was doing the right thing, working hard to give you everything. I didn't realize until too late that what you needed most was just me. I looked at him then, really looked at him. The gray in his hair, the lines around his eyes, the slump in his shoulders from years of carrying burdens I couldn't see. The fair's in town, he said. One last time before you go? Part of me wanted to say no, to hold on to the hurt. But another part, the part that still remembered the excitement of that 11-year-old boy, nodded.